Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Korean Atlanta Mentorship. And in this video, we're just going to do another reaction in our series called KAM Reacts. Why is it called KAM Reacts? Because some of you call me KAM in the comments, aka Korean Atlanta Mentorship as an abbreviation. And in this video, we're going to react to a video by Holly Polly Unscrewed. And this is her most popular video regarding student loans and paying interest. And I don't know about you, but I feel like this whole education system is a giant scam against young people. But let's go ahead and watch the video.
I just checked my student loans because I needed to get the information to someone. And what the fuck? I started with 80,000. I have been paying for 10 years. Last year, I paid 6,000 lump sum because that's really the only way to get it low. That took it down to 76,000 after I'd been paying for 9 years. The grand total is I have paid $120,000 and I still owe 76. How the fuck is this possible? What? I think I might be late to the game learning about this. Student loans are really messed up. 120,000. What are you supposed to do with it?
Yeah, you could see the tears in her eyes. And, this is from 2020. I wonder how much progress she's made. But I'll tell you what the screwed up part is. It's this part right here. Should have stayed stripping, right? Should have stayed stripping. I don't know if she's a former stripper, but that's sad. Like, remember in the 90s how every TV show was like, "Son, if you don't go to college, you're wasting your life away, or you could achieve your dreams by going to college." That's what it felt like in every 90s TV show. And now we're like the generation, or as a millennial, the first generation to just have been majorly screwed over and been kind of you know, I guess, passed on to financial servitude. I think one of the biggest reasons that I used to get very angry at older folks, especially at my parents, is because I feel like they were okay with sacrificing our generation so that they could look good, or in their mind that they think that they would look good in front of their peers, you know? I don't know how it is these days, but back in the day, it's like if you told people you weren't going to college, they're like, "What? You're not going to college?" And then, kind of look at the results of that where, people are saying should have stayed stripping. Hey, maybe I could have been a good stripper too. I don't know, but I don't have a six pack, so well, I was a wrestler once upon a time in high school, but I don't think I could have been a stripper. Okay. And I'm not making fun of her. It's just what we've done in this country and probably in other countries too, I'm not gonna lie, is that we've sacrificed generations of youth to a financial educational machine. And I don't think we're really that much better than the Aztecs, right? It's like, well, the Aztecs were barbaric because they sacrificed their young people. Didn't we do the same thing? Like what was the difference? Right? Like what's the difference? And again, it's just I think this is why we're a society kind of in decline because we just kind of do these things and we just don't stop. And I'm curious, like what her profession is, because I feel like if she has a loan at that balance, she's probably a lawyer, maybe, I don't know, or whatever she's doing. I'm just interested if she's able to pay that much into the loan. A lot of it is just uh I think people not understanding about how these loans work, and what she probably did was an income-based repayment program. And if you don't know how those work, it's like, a lot of law students do it, or law graduates, because they can't find like good jobs, so they kind of have to lower the payment. And hey, if you got to do that, no judgment towards you, but what happens is that, let's say the interest that accrues is like $700 a month, and you do an income-based repayment program, make it lower, like 200, 300, because $700 is accrued for the month, and let's say your payment's only $200, you have $500 of interest that just gets added on top of the loan. So your loan balance just keeps growing and growing and growing because you're paying so little into the loan, right? That's how the income-based repayment programs work. And, you take a look here, cancel student debt, cancel student debt, cancel student debt. Um, Here's the funny part about this. Okay, this is like a random tangent, right? I remember, back when the election was happening, people were like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to vote for this candidate. I'm going to vote for this candidate because like they're gonna cancel student debt." And, I just kinda again, I didn't make fun of them, but I was just like, "Okay, well, that's interesting." And I was like, "Alright, well, this candidate is pro-government, okay? Pro expanding the government, and do you know what the government's biggest asset is?" And they're like, "No, I don't know." And if you just do a Google search, the AI says the largest asset of the US government's financial accounts is student loans. So if you were a lender, okay, if you were a lender and you were telling other people, yeah, I'm going to cancel my income stream, would you actually do it, or would you just tell them that so that they wouldn't rebel against you? Right? Like, just placate them. And I kind of say this in other videos like, yeah, tell people whatever they want to hear and then just do what you're going to do. Right. And that's how a lot of these politicians work, where it's just like, yeah, we're gonna do this, and then just do the exact opposite, right? So unfortunate, right? Unfortunate that people actually believe that the US government will cancel student loans. You know what the real solution is? Don't offer them. Don't offer them, right? Like if you don't offer them, then these colleges can't just chart, like there's that theory about how because the US government just offers loans to anybody and everybody with a pulse, then that means the colleges can just increase the tuition just to kind of, um, deal with the increased supply of money in the economy, so, might wanna just stop considering doing that, right? So, yeah, so that's pretty much, kinda sad. This is why I get mad at those saying, "If you take out a loan, pay it back, it's that simple." Everyone should stop paying their student debt. The way the system crashes, and they end up having to forgive everyone's student loans. Sounds like the plot of Fight Club, isn't it? Um, and people wonder why we can't buy houses, stop paying it. Are there any student loan specialists that can explain this BS? Maybe I won't go to grad school. Hey, that's a good idea. Capitalism. Yep, I made a video about mine originally 15K, paid about 20K, 10 years still 14K. I stopped paying it. Probably ruined your credit, but you know. And this is actually not that much. 15K? Interesting. Student loans are the worst. Me with 300K in student loans because I decided to go to grad school and graduate during a pandemic. And people think we just need to work harder, right? Lots of interesting comments. And yeah, so I mean, this is kind of sad, right? This is where we are as a country. Um, but wouldn't it be nice if we could just pay off our debt relatively quickly and not have it grow? But the sad part is, and again, I'm not making fun of her, is that as a country, we've really just been trained to think about the monthly payment, and that's it. So when people see the income-based repayment programs, and they actually call them IBRs, income-based repayment. Let me just do a quick Google search. Income-based repayment for lawyers, right? So loan repayment programs, again, lower payment, you still got to pay the loan, interest accrues, and it just gets added on the loan if your loan payment is way too low, right? I mean, that's really income-based repayments in a nutshell on how even if you pay a lot of money into the loan, it still grows, right? What are your plans with your student loans? Lawyer talk. Interesting. To make as small payments as possible for the rest of my life. That's sad. That is sad, right? But again, I don't think they're gonna cancel them because if you own these loans, right? Like, would you cancel them? I'd just be like, "Hey, I know you're struggling. Let me see if I can get rid of them for you," and then just do nothing. That's really what the federal government is doing, which is kind of sad. But yes, yes, this is reaction number two. Um, yeah, this is really sad. Like, watch all those shows in the 90s where they talk about how if you don't go to college, you're wasting your life. And then now, like, I really wish we could just have like a time capsule, or maybe I should like kind of create a compilation of all these 90s shows, but I'm probably too lazy to do that about, the father lecturing the son, they got to go to college, and then just kind of put a screenshot of this as like, should have stayed stripping, which is really, really, really sad. And again, I feel like we put a couple of generations to the financial altar of student loan debt. Uh, and I mean, look at the tears. This is really bad, right? This is really bad. But I wonder how she's doing. I mean, it's 2020, it's 2024 right now, or the video was made in 2020, it's 2024 right now. And yeah, I don't know. What do y'all think? I mean, maybe I feel like she makes some good income if she's be able to pay that much into the debt, right? So probably should have. It's another candidate for velocity banking, just like the nurse, just like the nurse, right? All right, well that's it for this reaction. Have a great day. This is Cam Reacts number 2, and let me know what you think. And I gotta do that thing that all the YouTubers do, right? Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. All right. Have a great day, everybody. This is Crane Atlanta Mentorship.